What nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Akane-banashi chapters 196 through 206. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we're at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will, Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked spring anime season in full swing, in which today we're going to be covering Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom. We are also covering Akane-banashi, which is, oh my god, Akane-banashi, let's be real, that anime is just unfinished. It needed to cook for like another year or so. It really, really did. Oh my god. We're covering Yomi no Tsugai, Marishita Urumikun, Digimon Beat Break, Witch Hat Atelier, Marriage Toxin, and Boku no Hero Academia 170 plus one more, aka Shippergeddon 2.0. And there's even more on the way, so please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, we're getting into the God of Death content now, so let's get into 196 first, see what's in store for us today. Really nice color page, oh my god. A clash of talents at the Ishio competition. The lavish celebration of the best Rakugoka is finally here. Alright, the title of this chapter is titled Ishio Theater. I love the style of this color page. I really do. A 2-day luxury cruise for the sole purpose of immersion in the traditional art of Rakugo, the Ishikai. The curtain rises on the Ishio competition. A journey has begun, one in which the very best have set out. The grand show is about to begin. It begins with the Rakugoka of the Ishio school putting on some light entertainment. The Ishikai opening night, Ichino-en. See. Basically, it's a banquet-style dinner show. We're performing in the daytime slot tomorrow, so we won't be appearing tonight. Instead, we're called upon to greet our exalted guests with Master. These are all important people. You'll want to pursue the list first so you don't cause any offense. And are you even listening? Like, no, she just does not care. Do you not want to stand by Master? I mean, it's my job to do it. I thought this would be a more combative reunion. At long last, we'll settle the score. Oh my god, this mental image. Well, it's your first time, so I can't blame you for being ignorant. Wait, why do you have to say it like that? You'll find out what this place really is. Enough chit-chat. The Master of Ceremonies is here. Here we go. By the way, the anime just... the design for Ishio is just really, really bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. The air's been sucked out of the room. The guests, even the performers, all the focus is on him. Ha! I'm not some kind of monster. I'm not going to be gobbling you up. Please relax and talk amongst yourselves. That's the mask. It's one of the faces that Issho Arakawa wears when he wants to be cultured and understanding. I saw it at the Karaku Cup, so I knew it was a skill of his. But if he was always capable of being this diplomatic, then why couldn't he... He just couldn't when he had to do it. No, I came here to learn, didn't I? I need to see it for myself. We've got to do what we can to ensure Rakugo's cultural flame doesn't burn out. If this mask is one of the things he could do for Rakugo's sake, then what is it that drives this man to the lengths that he goes? I mean, we did hear a little bit more of his backstory, so we have somewhat of an idea. How passionate you are about our master. Huh? No, it's fine. It's not just you, huh? He's the only thing you see reflected in the eyes of the guests. None of them even see us. Well, duh, he has that commanding presence. I suppose I should say a word, but I'll keep it brief. The Isekai is a special event that was created to show gratitude to those of you who have been my most dedicated supporters. But simply saying thank you is no fun. I'm Rakugoka. I will give thanks through art with the specialty of Isho Arakawa. Ichino-en, our preview banquet. Tomorrow's daytime show, God of Death Dual Duet. The night show where Iken and I, master and pupil, put on the Kensekai. It will be a long haul, but I hope that you enjoy it. And with that, I bid you a good evening. Dude, everyone's cheering for him. Like, Akane's like, what the fuck just happened? There's only one event where Isho Arakawa performs his specialty. It's the reason this crowd is here at the Isho Theater. It's all about how big of an impression we can make against an indifferent audience. That's the battle we fight at the Isekai. Getting the shivers? Yes, it's perfect. I'll make Isho Arakawa admit that he was wrong. Who knew I'd get the chance to challenge him like this? If this is a fight, then I'm aiming for a knockout. With my carefully honed God of Death, I'll take Isho's special event and repaint it in all the colors of Akane. Yeah! To dethrone him, let's go! Alright, let's get into 197. Alright, so now we're at 197, which is titled A Proud Airhead. Oh god. The Isho competition is heating up with the first pre-event celebration. What will Akane's goal be at the Isho Theater? Excuse me, MC. Masters informed me that there's to be a change in the schedule. Change? I assume that came from him. Yes, of course. After the headliner, a surprise guest, and it's going to be you two? You're doing the Rakugo during the day tomorrow. You seem very young. Do you know what you're doing? We'll do our best. Our very best, sir. Not again. According to Kaisei Ani-san, there are many Rakugo fanatics here, fans from back in his Kasoba days, but there are just as many Rakugo novices who only tune in for this event. In fact, some people actually brag that they only hear Rakugo here. I guess it's because it's so special. I mean, let's be real. There's people that only watch the Super Bowl. They don't watch the rest of the football during the regular season. So same thing with baseball. Just saying, with the World Series. I share your frustration, but there's nothing we could do about it. Our contest is tomorrow. You can't back at him on the stage. Hani-san is right, but... what's the problem? You're too young to look so pensive. Huh? What is it, a fight? Some drama? If you're gonna do this, do it for shoot. Well, hey, it's nothing like that. Oh, yeah? In that case, what's this? Perhaps a little scrunch due to frustration over anything and everything happening to you? Am I wrong? Dude is right. So what if it's true? Oh, you have no idea what you're getting into. You're for shoot. I can tell. I can tell. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm paying you a compliment. This is what I like to see. You gotta be for shoot when you're young. What does that mean? Why are you so pushy? What do you want with me? Please behave yourself, Miss Akiko. You know her? You don't? She's the one who discovered the young Isho and Shiguma and pushed them into stardom. The greatest benefactor of the Arakawa school. Whoa! Ever since the TV world, Akiko Ganari, now you're just puffing me up. I just had them try out a bunch of different things for shoot. What the fuck does that mean? Translators, I'm sorry, biz localizers, this is where you do your job and put a translation note. Like, team up and do stand-up manzai comedy. There's no way. Actually, it's true. What? Dude, they look so hot when they were younger. Oh my god. Huh? I mean, what is this? You have to understand, they were dreadfully unpopular. And is it any surprise? At the time, Arakawa was like a counterfeit Rakugo school banished from the prestigious Kashiwaya. Who wanted to listen to the Rakugo for the youngsters coming up in that school? So I told him, you just need to attract an audience and get butts in seats. The arts were booming, so they did manzai? Yep, it was on the upswing then. They were for shoot. Look at us, they demanded, with eyes full of passion and determination. Wait, they were trying everything to see what would stick, huh? Exactly, and that's why this preview night exists. You mean, thank you all. That will be the end of our Ichino and performers, according to our initial schedule at least. But we have a surprise for you, a special guest, and it's Akane Arakawa. So the question is, what kind of extracurricular act does she have for us? Oh, you're performing. You should have told me. Oh, was this a setup? Are they punking you? I like you even more now. This isn't funny. What's going on right now? What kind of extra act? My usual act in front of an audience is when I play tango and the tanuki. I can't pull that off on the spot. So do I decline? I can't. I'll look so bad. This is my chance to make an impression on the audience, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Sorry, it looks like there was a mix-up. I'll handle this one, but all of the people here are very important guests of the Isho School, of course. If you fail to put on a good show, it will harm not only your own career, but the prestige of the school. That's how important it is. I appreciate your willingness to perform on the spot, but do you actually have an act that's worthy of this attention? This isn't the place for boldness without a plan. Thank you for your concern, but it'll be fine. You're in good hands. Our hands. Woo! Shipping! Huh? What I mean is, Akane Arakawa and Kaisei Arakawa will be going next. What are you doing? Well, if they can force me to perform as a surprise, I can involve other people as a surprise. But what did I do to deserve this? Well, if our masters were in this spot at our age, they would have done it, wouldn't they? If we're each trying to win, why wouldn't you want to steal the spotlight? Plus, this is a huge chance to overturn our natural disadvantage. You're a real airhead, a proud airhead. Me, empty-headed. That's one of the teachings of my school, the Shiguma School. Well, fine, either way. I'm not the type to back down. Well, don't get the wrong idea, though. I'm not interested in a friendly sing-along. Let this be the opening skirmish of tomorrow's war. The meaning is clear, right? Of course. It's what I was thinking, too. Let's do it. We'll put on a real firecracker of a battle. You don't have to laugh so hard, Miss Akiko. I can't help it. Those ambitious gazes, the contrasting personalities, these two are just like, let's see what the next generation of Arakawa is all about. Oh my god. Let's see. It's going to strike back. They're going to strike. Sorry, let me read this again. They're going to strike back. But dude, the ship is shipping! Dude, I shipped them. I've been shipping them since the beginning. All right, so now we're at 198, which is titled House Dance. Here we go. The party on the eve of the Ishio competition is in full swing. How will Akane manage to pull off an impromptu performance? Well, let's see. And this chapter is titled House Dance. But we have a surprise for you, and it's Akane Arakawa. At first I was kind of pissed, like, give me a heads up if you're going to do something. But I could read the look on her face. This wasn't part of the plan. You got all these jaded showbiz types in attendance, and they have to perform together. So what are they planning to do? Here we go. Musical accompaniment. Yo! Ooh. Hi, what? Oh, they're dancing! I know this dance. It's the Kapori, but a bright and lively dance for Rakugo halls, but this is different. It's way more fierce. Yo! I love them together so much. Fighting Kapori. That's a type of Kapori dance where a pair does choreographed fight moves. You might call it a Japanese-style dance battle. I swear to God, the anime is not going to do this justice. It's not. I'm not sorry for saying it. Everything bubbling within me, they entrusted it to me. They put their hope in me. I put everything into this. And yet they don't see me? I don't even rise to the level of Isho's warm-up act? Screw you! Refuse to accept this state of affairs. I'm the star of this show. A bold and strident stylish dance that grabs hold of all who see it and demands their attention. The Kapori is the house dance of the Shiguma School, and I could tell she's had plenty of practice, but on the other hand, so is he. So you're the star of the show, huh? That's the attitude I want. And a sideshow who makes me look better. The Kapori is a traditional art, so I'll show you Edo chic. Ooh! Ongoing passed-down traditions. Ani-san handles a variety of arts like song and dance. His movement is highly refined. The beauty of the form. Okay, then, let's see. This rivalry is very intense for shoot. God, A visceral clash of feared emotions. The sparks are flying, and it can't help but get your heart racing. On the other hand, valor or not, they're still dancing, and a disjointed performance would make it fall flat. And yet they're perfectly in sync. I'm telling you, this ship. This ship! This ship! Ugh! They're an ad hoc duo who've never done this before. Do they just share the same kinetic rhythm? No. Oh, I get it. It's who they were trained by. Despite the bickering, they share a lot in common at their core. They make a good pair! Yes! So fucking happy this should be shipping, yo! That was the biggest cheer all day. You're doing the Rakugo during the day tomorrow? You seem very young. Do you know what you're doing? Well, now I feel foolish. You should. I can't wait to see the Rakugo. Seems like that served as a business card for this crowd. In any case, the gauntlet has been thrown. It all starts here. Two young lions duking it out with the greatest of his generation. And a three-way battle for supremacy, too. This final page for chapter 198 is stunning. Oh my god, why is this not a color page? The time has come to prove their strength. They must let their worst shine through during the double feast with all their fierce passion. Seriously, this should be a volume cover. How is this not, like, fuck. First of all, this should be a color page, but this should be a volume cover as well. Like, for real, this should. Alright, let's get into chapter 199, which is titled, I'm Going to Surpass You. The moment they met, here we go, stuck in a jam caused by a traffic accident, and 20 minutes late to a solo show, Miss Yoshino arranged a last-minute substitute to fill my slot, and that was, get it? Well, kill him with Manju. You could call it an assassination. Ooh, it was love at first sight. I swear to God, if this manga does not end with them getting together, I will fucking hate life. A decadent swim in a heated pool. I see you wasted no time in making use of the facilities, Ani-san. What, are you waiting for me to tell you off? Don't be a creep. Ouch, harsh. So tomorrow's the big day, your event with Akane. To be perfectly honest, my goal has always been Isho Arakawa. There's no faster way to wipe away the shame of the Shinoichi promotion test than a stellar result here at the Ishikai. I knew I couldn't pass up this opportunity, so when she wavered about whether or not to come here, I lit a fire under her. I even dangled a carrot for her, too. If you can outdo me, I'll tell you what I mean by Shiguma Arakawa being the root of all evil. Womanizer, tire the scum of the earth, Ani-san! Yeah, you got me. But what I really had my eye on was what comes after our event. I've known Akane since she was still in high school. The Karaka Cup, right? Wait, what? Yes, we met there too, but our first time was a bit before that. I might have lost today, but I'll catch up very soon. Can you believe that? Hadn't even joined the school yet, but already picking fights. But then again, she was the same after joining too. I've been confirmed for Fudetsume. I'll catch up in no time. She's always worth teasing, and yet I feel close to her as well. She's like, no! Like a little sister trotting at my heels, I guess. No! But today, even if it was just a dance, our time on stage taught me, oh my god, our time on stage together taught me something. It impressed upon me just how strong she's gotten. But even so, she can't touch me. The Ishikai is the shining showcase of the Isho school. She needs to understand that an apprentice of Shiguma has no place here. Not the little sister shit! No! No! You are so... Dude, Kaisei, like, stop the fuckery! You know you want Akane so bad. Chip, I said it was too cold. I know, but look, the stars are so gorgeous out here. Speaking of Akane, yes, very pretty. Tomorrow's the big day. You gotta stay warm. Don't catch chill. So here's some nice shochu cut with hot water, or distilled sweet potato. It's barely cut. This is just booze. Aw, come on. We got a whole room to ourselves here, and you did all that dancing to excite the crowd. You gotta kick back now. Relaxing is important, right? Easy for you to say. I wonder who the prankster was that set you up like that. Kapori dance. I did Kapori before, a lot better than usual. I did today's Kapori a lot better than usual. You're bragging? No, I'm just realizing it was always like this. He floats into the picture out of nowhere, then shows off how superior he is. And every time I end up like, damn it, I gotta catch up! But the rebound made me stronger. Chasing after Kaisei Ani-san helped me be better. Yeah, but you ain't always gonna be the one doing the chasing, right? Back then I hadn't joined up yet. Tomorrow will be our first joint performance as proper Rakugoka. It's finally coming true. I'm going to surpass you. There's more to this! And maybe my shipper delusions thinking this, but no, there is definitely something more, okay? The night passed leading into November 23rd. At long last, with the challenge toward the greatest of his generation on the line, the Feast of the Gods commences. Isekai daytime program, God of Death dual duet begins. Here we go. Now, go out there and give it their all. All right, let's get to 200. Oh, this color page is beautiful. Oh my god, it really is. The moment of truth has arrived. The dream is finally a reality, and it's up to them to prove their worth. And this chapter is titled God of Death Dual Duet. Let's see. A journey full of excitement. The curtain rises on a new story. The God of Death's double feast begins. Here we go. There we go. It's even more exciting than usual. Yeah, thanks to yesterday's Kapori fight, expectations are through the roof. What's that you're holding? Just a little prop to get some extra recognition. An admirable effort. And today's order of appearances decided randomly before the doors open. First up is Akane Arakawa. After her is Kaisei Arakawa. Can you imagine going on just before Kaisei Ani-san? I'd be terrified. Really? You two have nerves of steel. I'm an example of a... Wait, sorry, really? You two have nerves of steel. I'm an example of a normal person. Anyway, I would hate going after Kaisei. I think going before Kaisei is better, to be honest. Anyway, Kibishi Ani-san is late. He's supposed to be the MC. Let's get this started like beach. It's time for the show to start. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the to God of Death Dual Duet. For today's MC, standing in for Egan's apprentice due to ill health, I will be your last-minute master of ceremonies. I am, yes, the King of Kami Zen Show Arakawa at your service. Huh? Really? I've come here to liven up the Isekai and bring the noise. Oh crap! No way! Why is he here? It really was him. Kimbishi Ani-san told me, the guy who passed me the note on the night before, it couldn't have been him, but I swear, he looked just like Master Zensho. Who here has heard God of Death before? I see, even among our enlightened audience here, it's only about half of you. Well, that's fine, that's perfectly fine. Except that it's not. I'm mortified with a capital M. Oh my god. This event is all about hearing new arrangements on God of Death. So of course it's better if you're already familiar with it. With that in mind, I'm going to spoil it for you. Why? Huh? A man plagued by debt tries to hang himself and encounters a God of Death. It sounds like a horror story, but it can be delivered as a comedy too. For example, the punchline at the end might be that he sneezes out the candle of his life, or whoa! It's a unique event in the first place, so to the audience sitting before us, they might simply accept it as how it works here. However, when stories are posted or announcing the story on the marquee, and there's no option to change stories beforehand, this means he's revealing the potential contents and arrangements right before they hear them. This is beyond atrocious. Doing this to a Rakugoka is akin to a public execution. But why? Why would you do that? What for? What is he trying to achieve? Did nobody know what he was doing? I'll go tell the masters about this. I know he's a master, but this is ridiculous. Come on, we gotta stop him. No way. How are we supposed to turn this around? But how can they do God dead twice after this? It's pure hell. It's already hell enough. This event is ruined. Chasing after Kaisayani-san to help me be better. It's finally coming true. I'm going to surpass you. Akane-chan. Without further ado, it's time for Akane Arakawa. He really loves to make a mess of everything. Damn Afro! You don't seem bothered by this unforeseen trouble. Neither do you, Ani-san. Well, I suppose not. I came to beat the best of his generation. I've been ready for whatever comes my way. I can't be getting flustered over small time instigations. That fucking asshole. She knew he was gonna do that. She told him off right to his face. Yeah, that girl's ready to square up. She's the best. I knew that girl was for shoot. Given the situation, I assume that idiot's provocation was done with some plot in mind, is obnoxiously deliberate. But given what just happened yesterday, it's hard to imagine that Egan wouldn't have prepared for this. So the way I see it, they knew it was coming and chose to just watch it happen. It's a test, a wall that these rising stars must scale. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. The scenario has a purpose, a typical gambit. Indeed, I get it. Whoa. It's also tiresome, isn't it? So show us what you could do. Shove it back in those conniving pigs' faces with all the power you've got. Show us how that rising star shines. First, take a trip with me and hear my god of death. Alright, here we go. Just show them. Just show them, Akane. Alright, so now we're at 201. Here we go. Preparing thoroughly is what it says on the color. It's supposed to say on the color page. She looks so pretty on the color page. Oh my god. Why, Sensei, I am so sorry that this anime has really bastardized a good chunk of your art. It really has. Not as bad as other manga and anime adaptations, or sorry, bastardizations that I've covered. But it could be a lot worse. But God, it's not looking good. In chapter 201 is titled "A Death to Remember." Let's see. Akane's performance is about to begin. Even though Zensho played a dirty trick on her, Akane is going to show him what she's made of. My mind is clear and sharp. It's impossible to wrap my head around this situation. But it's so baffling, in fact, that it has my spirit calm and focused. The interference doesn't get to me. It's a one-of-a-kind Rakugo story that has many faces as it does performers. Ooh, this art! And my god of death is, well, it's always been true that things go in and out of fashion. Not just in human matters, but also with gods. Not all gods are beloved. Some are feared or hated. Gods of pestilence, poverty, and smallpox, even gods of death. These gods are unwelcome among mortal people. Oh, how did I get stuck with you? What's your plan now? You owe money all over town at this point. We can't even afford to feed our children anymore, you worthless man. There's no point to keeping you around here anymore. Get lost, and while you're at it, the story of God of Death. Hit your head on a block of tofu and die. She dove right into the story without a hiccup after all that sabotage, too. Who do you think you're talking about? That's the Zun Prize champion. She's been through too many battles to trip on that snare. Even Akane-san says so. Amazing, you're doing great, Akane, but... oh, those eyes. Too bad the eyes look like shit in the friggin' anime. It won't be that easy. All that attention she earned with her Kapori dance added fuel to the fire by that hack's provocations, amping up the expectations on her shoulders. I'm guessing it's a standard horror story treatment. What if she goes bright and cheery? She's young after all. Based on that tremendous dance yesterday, I can only assume she'll exhibit another great stage act. Go on, show us how you prepare your god of death dish, Akane Arakawa. Yap! I'm sick of hearing about it. Always in my ears screaming about one thing or the other. Well, alright then. If that's what you want, I'll show you a death to remember. But she was ready for it all, and through the dialogue she further fanned the flames. But how should I die? It never hurts to have the audience locked in on you. I'll help you reach the true core of the craftsman style. Plus, if she were the type of person to back down now, she wouldn't be Akane. The kernel at the center of the story is the mindset of the god of death. The competition with Kaisei, the heightened anticipation of the crowd. Whether she sinks or swims, her fate will be bound up in the way she executes the god of death. How do I die? Drowning seems so painful. Ooh. Now that's a tree with some magnificent branches. I know, I'll hang myself from there. If only I knew how to tie a knot. Ooh, want me to show you? What? Who's there? Who am I? I'm a god of death. Oh, the god of death is cute. It's time to unveil Akane Arakawa's god of death transformation. Here we go. With a new look. Let's see. So now we're at 202. The curtain rises on the double banquet of the god of death. The first to take the stage is Akane. What will her new god of death be like? It's time to unveil Akane Arakawa's god of death transformation. And this chapter is titled Transformation. I am a god of death. Too, that god of death is cute and scary. God of death? Oh, I see. That's why before this I had never once considered killing myself. But as soon as I put myself into a dying mindset, so this is all your fault, damn it! Shoo, get lost! Don't make such a racket. It's scary. Oh my gosh, that's cute! You're the one trying to scare me! Playing God Death for laughs? It sounds like a horror story, but it can be delivered as a comedy too. So she chose a comical God of death. Come now, don't be so cold. You've got plenty of life ahead of you. No matter how you try to die, a human being's not snuffing it while your lifespan is still long and hale. And yet, you've got no money, no job, and no good looks. Well, my condolences on that. Creepy little brat. Don't sulk now. Not that there's not much point in saying so, but there's actually a deep, unbreakable bond that ties you and me together. Ah! Not my face! You can't escape it. So let's get along. The pertinent cuteness is just a cover over an eerie alien void. We've seen this before. The comedy is only a feint. Kainton's god of death is... No, I'll never do that. A horror story... Huh? I'm sorry. Oh, it's fine. Was that supposed to be funny? Well, if you want to put it that way, I mean, she's performing it as a comedy, right? Let's be friends. It's no way. The way she keeps pushing it away despite its playfulness, it's just funny. Thinks this god of death is a comedy? No, it's not one or the other. They're intimidated, laughing, charmed, but all from the same story. Completely different reactions. I've never seen this before. An audience in a state of pure chaos. Yes! Akane-chan, what are you doing? Akane's just being faithful to the god of death mindset that she grasps. She's not trying to make anyone laugh or frighten them. She's just tossing it out there, deferring, leaving each person to absorb the work in their own way. That's genius. Her narration can sound either humorous or ghastly. Each listener paints their own mental picture as they hear it, and in response to what they seek, the god of death transforms. It contains a plethora of mass, all visible at once. This is beautiful. Moi-sensei, I am so sorry that these fuckers at the anime is just fucking up your art. I really wish we were getting the second coming of March comes in like a Lion season 2. Well, season 1's good too, but like season 2 specifically. I wish we were, but we're not because life fucking sucks. A feat possible through understanding the unique nature of the god of death. At some point I recall someone saying, the mark of a professional is to deliver exactly what you intend to. Well, going by that definition, letting the audience decide means that this does not meet the standard of a professional. Why not have the audience decide? But if you're only ever capable of producing what you aim for, then you'll never be something greater than a professional and Okaban. Respond to what's before your eyes. Find your way to the core of the craftsman's style. If you could do that, then your performance will be elevated into a one-of-a-kind phenomenon. Exactly! Let's see. Akane's shape-shifting Grim Reaper has captivated viewers. Rise to the top. Let's see. Alright, so now we're at chapter 203, which is titled Session. Akane has really hit her stride with her shape-shifting parka, captivating everyone in her path. She's unstoppable. Find your way to the core of the craftsman style. You be a doctor. You need money, don't you? I'll guarantee business is good. Do you follow me? The sick and long-suffering have a god of death at their bedside. When they sit by the pillow, their time is up. Don't touch them. But if they stand at the patient's feet, there's still a chance. Just chant this magic spell. Ajiraka Mokuran Kiraisu Takaretsu Nopa. Say that and clap your hands twice, and the god of death will vanish. The illness will be cured. When he returned home, he opened up a practice as a god of death, as a doctor, as the god of death advised. And in no more than 10 minutes, pardon me, good sir, I'm a sales clerk at the Echisanya store open over in Nihonbashi. Our owner is suffering from a terrible illness that has every doctor in Edo ready to throw in the towel. Could I ask for your help in curing him? What? You're from Ichisanya? What brings you to me? We're so desperate for help that we went to a fortune teller who said that you would be able to heal him. A fortune teller? Apparently his accuracy is regarded quite highly, but it was a very strange person. Like an eerie little child resting on a branch as though it were a walking stick. Ooh, the air is tense, frozen. The eeriness is winning out more than I thought. Ooh, god of death. You really know how to guarantee your story. I'm sorry, what was that? Or nothing, just talking to myself. For just an instant there. That's it. That's the way. The variety of interpretations and unexpected reactions will rattle the actor's outlook. Dude, this art! Oh my god! We're never going to get that unless a miracle happens and the march comes in like a lion team comes in to save this anime. We're not going to get it like this. There's no fucking way. The outlook I grasped the right answer is fading. It's painting in a new color, blurting it out, leaving me behind. The role is taking on its own. What is this? It's like I'm not myself. This is wild. Her acting is getting even livelier. Rakugo is a stage art. The crafted product is a theater with an audience. It relies upon the mood in the room, resonating and mingling for that day only. A unique... Okay, I love that Moe Sensei went with a saxophone here. A unique, one-of-a-kind session, because that's very true. Like for jazz is the best example for this. Because jazz... You never know what you're going to get with a jazz session. You never know. To an extent, you can make the argument with rock music too. To an extent. But like the thing is with jazz, if you've ever looked at a jazz score before, there's a lot of improvisation in jazz music. So like when it says here a unique one-of-a-kind session, that's usually what jazz is every time you perform it, because there is a specific part for improv, and it's just so this just is so perfect. I really like that they did that here. This was nice. She's built for this. Rather than a reliable method that guarantees 95 points, she takes a risk and shoots for 120 points instead. I'm surprised there's not a basketball metaphorical art with Akane playing basketball. I think that would have been a little bit better as well. Here it comes, this feeling that happened to me before, of separate joints joining into lines. Oh, here we go. She's entering Rakugo world. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Has reached uncharted territory. Right, so now we're at 204, which is titled The Effortless Realm. Has crossed the border into a new world, aka Rakugo world. God, this is so pretty. How nice. It's this feeling again, but something's different. We have quite a large payment set aside if you should succeed. Please, sir, I beseech you. Will you help cure our master's illness? Please, doctor. God, this art. Well, I'm not busy, so... Let's go take a look. Oh, right at the foot of his bed. If they stand at the patient's feet, there's still a chance. Open and shut. I'm sorry, what? Oh, did you open and shut the door? and now, Ajiraka Mokuren Kiyoraisu Tekarutsu Nopa. What's this? My chest feels so light. Oh, Master! Doc! The Master says he's hungry. What should we feed him? Some mild rice porridge? I think 2 tempura bowls should do it. Tempura bowls, 2 of them? Why, yes. 1 for him and 1 for me. Soon word was getting around far and wide. And everyone... God, this art is so pretty. I'm going to say this about the anime real quick. The main problem with the anime in terms of, like, the character designs and shit is that there's not enough black in, especially for Rakugo, the Rakugo art specifically. The black outline's not bold enough. And because of that, it looks like everything is like, it looks like the color's like bleeding in, and it looks like one big blob at times. And it just drives me crazy. And then at the beginning, in the first few episodes, when Rakugo's doing like the visual exposition for the Rakugo art, it's straight up unfinished. It's like they ran out of time. That's why I said at the beginning of this live reaction that the Akane-banashi anime shouldn't have come out this year. It should have come out in 2027 in all reality. It's just not... The Blu-ray's probably going to look spectacular, but it's just not finished. It's not. They did not have enough... They needed more time for it to cook. Anyways. And everyone had heard of this incredible new doctor. It's like magic. I'm floating up here, but my mouth is working and words keep coming out. The money was pouring into his pockets, and then, true to, well, let's call it a man's nature, he took an interest in the fairest sex. Oh, doctor, once in my life I would so love to see the sights of Kyoto. Would you be so kind as to take me? Oh, God, this face. Oh, gosh, you're a real pretty lady. Yeah, let's go. We'll make a trip through Kyoto, Osaka, and Yamato. Sensuality and perviness, 2 aspects I've always found difficult, but so easy here. It's almost like I'm not myself. I see. It's the reverse of the Rakugo verse, where I played freely using Rakugo. Now, carried by the reaction of the crowd, my outlook, my very heart is unleashed. Oh, this is so pretty. The Rakugo is playing all on its own. But that means... Oh man, this is wild. Something's spilling out. The characters act on their own. Living, breathing dialogue that's not in the script. Something that transcends the imagination, leaps forward from within. And one is helpless to prevent that smile that emerges. It is where the performer finds herself at the apogee of her creative power. The effortless realm. In the Zuin Prize, she showed the scenery through performance. But this is different, something different. There's a raw vividness to it. Blood pumping through veins. At times you see flashes of fierce emotion. I know how you feel. I'm watching the show from my special seat, just like all of you. What are they going to say next? I can't wait to find out. The passion just keeps raising the roof. There's no stopping it. Maybe she could do it. Maybe she could show up Kaisayani-san. That seems so fun. Let me play too. Huh? Why do you look so shocked? And now the story heads towards its climax. It's just me, the god of death. This is where Akane Akawa's God of Death truly begins. The atmosphere has suddenly changed. Just how will Akane's story unfold? Alright, let's get to 205. The Akane dress up set is really, really cute. Make me look cute. That's really adorable. It really is. Let's give Akane a complete makeover. And this chapter is titled Almost Like the Old. We're at the double banquet of the God of Death, and just as Akane is at the height of her performance as the Grim Reaper, dark clouds are gathering above her. Wind speed 28 knots, wave height 5 meters, low pressure front incoming from west to east. It looks like we're going to be crossing into choppy weather ahead. It's gonna get ugly. Well, I must say, you've made things quite lively for yourself. Bringing young women around for carousing and debauchery, spending all that hard-earned money, and ultimately blinded by the glamour of so many gold coins, you mess with the god of death by the head of the patient. Well, I see. A god gets his news quickly, but what do you expect? Pretty soon it becomes clear that all I have to do is spin the bed around, clap my hands, and I could cure any illness. Bah, and make all the money I could ever want. Hey, that's why. I'll give you some. After all, I broke my promise not to mess with the god of death by the pillow, so I ought to share. Go on, take it. I've got plenty more where these came from. In exchange, you forgive my transgression and we're all even. You don't understand a thing. It's not illness, it's lifespan you're meddling with. Listen, the lifespan of another is a heavy thing. God, this is so beautiful. Oh my God. What makes a mortal man so great as to toy with it? Ooh. Whoa, what is this? Come, let's go. Grab onto this. What? But I'm scared. Grab it. And without any choice in the matter, whoa, we are pulled deeper into the abyss of the story. This is beautiful. It's tremendous. I wonder how many in the audience actually recognize the eeriness unfolding. I repeat, due to the stormy weather, the ship may experience significant rolling. Look at all those candles. It will not affect the safety of our voyage, however. Please watch your step and make use of the handrails as you travel about the ship. An externalization of outlook caused by intense focus, while the presence of the god of death is always felt keenly. This is hitting on a different level. Almost like the old Shiguma Arakawa. Yeah! Aniki, you've been playing that god of death a lot lately. Master told you to brush up on it in order to learn that one story, right? Shut up, you... don't snap at me. I'll let you in on a little secret. The god of death is a representation of death itself. So the point is, what's Master asking us through the medium of God of Death? The path that leads to Shiguma's art, God of Death. What is your answer, Akane Arakawa? What is death to you? The conclusion Akane has reached is, alright, let's get to the final chapter, which is the end of Akane's God of Death. Alright, here we go. Akane finally reaches the climax of her God of Death. What perspective will she take on death? Akane Arakawa, Akane Arakawa, what is death to you? 206's title, God of Death. That dying one there, that's my candle. My life? But you told me, you said I have plenty of life left. Not like this. That was before today. Then you messed with the god of death at the pillow, and the sick man's time to live became yours. Understand? You sold your own life in exchange for 1,000 Rio. Oh, shit! I mean, there's equivalent exchange up in there. And once life changes hands, it does not come back. No way. Feeling a chill already? That's the end. Your death is nigh. No, not dead. This Hanya mask represents the living vengeful spirit of a woman whose envy and hatred have turned her into a monster. Envy and hatred, huh? I thought it was a ghost. Same here. Enough fury and emotion to kill a person. We Rakugoka have seen this in plenty of spooky stories. I understand that terror well, but after my own up-close brush with death, it was almost shockingly abrupt, leaving no time for any emotions to register. It was dry, not even bothering to look this way, just simple, quiet, factual, inconsistent upon its finality. Hurry and transfer that fire from the embers, then you can keep living. If it goes out, you die. Shut up! I know! Damn it! My hand trembling. Go on, make it quick. It's going out. Once it's out, you die. Better hurry up. You're gonna die. Hurry! Uh-oh. It's lit. It's lit! The candle is lit! How about that? And you trying to make me panic. So much for your chill, sucker. You can't stop me with this measly head cold. Fuck. Achoo! Oh no! She sucked it out! Death comes for all of us. Ooh, that smile was great. The skeletal Grim Reaper, the view of life and death suggested by its roots. But is death truly equal for us all? The kind and worthy suffer, while the cruel and nasty enjoy their lives. I fucking hate that. Ugh. Fate and karma are nothing but lies. Unfairness reigns supreme across the universe. It's impossible to accept. My mind continues to reel and I still ask myself, why, Master? Why did it have to be Master? I know there's no answer to that question, but I still need a reason to help me process it. So if I had a reason for this cosmic unfairness, it's that death is capricious. It goes where it will, and it only takes Oh, specialty, Akane Arakawa specialty, God of Death. Oh my god. Oh, with the God of Death in her eye! Like a blinding flash. I'm gonna read what she said here again, because that is very powerful. Because I understand exactly what she's feeling. Because for those of you that don't know, you should know by now. I need to do a video on this. I just haven't done it. Is that back in January, my younger brother died, and I've experienced, this is like the second time I'm experiencing a really serious death like this, and like I totally get what she's saying when she's saying this. I'm gonna read this here. Death comes for us all, for all of us. The skeletal grim reaper, the view of life and death suggested by its roots. But is death truly equal for us all? The kind and worthy suffer, while the cruel and nasty enjoy their lives. I know. Fate and karma are nothing but lies. Unfairness reigns supreme across the universe. It's impossible to accept. My mind continues to reel, and I still ask myself, why master? Why did it have to be master? I know there's no answer to that question, but I still need a reason to help me process it. So if I had a reason for this cosmic unfairness, it's that death is capricious. It goes where it will, and it only takes is right. And Isho is very happy with this. This was great. I'm sad that the anime is probably going to bastardize the fuck out of this in terms of the art. But damn, this was very powerful. This was. Dude, I can't wait to see what Kaisei is going to do. I'm very curious on Kaisei's take on death. This is going to be very, very powerful. If you've ever experienced death like I have, like, if you've lost like a family member or just a loved one, whether it be like, you know, a boyfriend, girlfriend, significant, you know what I mean. I want to know if you feel this way too. If you feel the same as Akane in this moment. Like, I totally get it. And what do you guys think of this art? This art is just amazing. And also, do you ship Akane and Kaisei like I do? And I got a feeling with Kaisei. I think Kaisei's is going to be a lot more cynical. Just part of me I feel like Kaisei's is going to be, I don't know if cynical is the right wording. I think based on what we've seen with Kaisei, it's going to be a lot darker. But I do like what Akane did, though. Which is, like, let the audience, it kind of, like, it has, like, the thing is, remember with what Akane learned at the very beginning about trying to cater to the audience? That lesson. I feel like that kind of played a role in this too, but I do like that it should be up to the audience's interpretation. I like that a lot, and I like that that she didn't let the Rakugo completely take control of her and run wild this time. No, it's a lot more controlled. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Akane-banashi content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.